My wonderful friends, Dr. Mandell here. As we get older, one of the greatest gifts we can protect is our vision. Our eyes are not just organs, they are windows to the world, to the faces of our loved ones, to the beauty of nature, and to the small joys we experience every day. Unfortunately, aging can slowly dim that gift, and many seniors begin to accept blurred vision, eye strain, or difficulty seeing at night as just part of getting older. But I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to be that way. Science has shown us that the right nutrients given consistently and at the right time can help nourish, repair, and protect the delicate structures of the eye. And one of the most overlooked yet powerful ways to do this is by using nature's own sweet medicines, dried fruits, in your nighttime routine. Today I'm going to share with you 4 specific dried fruits that when eaten before bed can help restore clarity, protect your retina, improve circulation to your eyes, and even fight the free radical damage that comes with age. This isn't about a quick fix or some magical overnight cure. This is about giving your eyes what they need every single night so they can do their natural repair work while you sleep. Think of it as tucking your eyes in with the nourishment they've been craving for years. So sit back, take notes, and let's dive into how a small bedtime habit could help you see the world more clearly for many years to come. I want to speak to you from the heart about something that is very personal to so many of us, our vision. You see, as the years pass, the changes in our eyes can feel like they're out of our control. The small print on the menu becomes harder to read. We squint at road signs at night. Colors may not look as bright as they once did, and sometimes that frustration turns into fear. Fear that our independence will slip away. Most of us have been told, well, that's just aging. The doctor might say it's just normal, your eyes are getting older. But I want you to understand something very important. Just because it's common doesn't mean it's hopeless. Our bodies, even in our 60s, 70s, 80s, still have the amazing ability to heal, repair, and strengthen if we give them the right tools. The same goes for our eyes. Think about it. Your eyes are not some isolated, separate part of your body. They are living, breathing tissue. They are connected to your circulation, your nervous system, your immune system. When your heart pumps healthy blood, your eyes benefit. When your digestion absorbs the right nutrients, your eyes benefit. When inflammation is reduced in your body, your eyes benefit. So it's never just about eye problems, it's about whole body health. Inside your eyes are tiny, delicate structures. You have the cornea, the clear window that focuses light. You have the lens which bends that light perfectly onto your retina. And your retina, this is like the film in a camera. It's packed with millions of light-sensitive cells. These cells take that light, turn it into electrical signals, and send them to your brain so you can see the beautiful world around you. But here's just the thing. These tissues are alive. They need constant nourishment. They need oxygen. They need protection from damage. As we age, free radicals, those unstable molecules start to cause more harm to our cells. Oxidative stress builds up. The collagen in the lens starts to stiffen. The macula, which gives you sharp central vision, can lose its strength. This is when vision starts to blur, glare increases at night, and fine details fade. But here's the beautiful truth. Antioxidants and certain nutrients can neutralize those free radicals, repair damaged tissue, and slow, even reverse some of these changes. I've seen so many people, even in their 70s and 80s, notice improvements in their vision just by making small but consistent changes in their diet. I'm talking about more vitamin A, more vitamin C, more vitamin E, more zinc, more lutein, more zeaxanthin. These are like the building blocks of eye repair. And they're not just in supplements, they're in real whole foods. When you feed your body with these powerful nutrients, your body does the work it's designed to do. Let's talk about circulation. The blood vessels in your eyes are some of the tiniest in your whole body. If blood flow is poor, those tissues don't get enough oxygen and nutrients. Over time, this can lead to damage. But the good news is foods rich in polyphenols, omega-3, and natural plant compounds help improve circulation. When your eyes get better blood flow, healing becomes possible. You might start to notice less strain when reading. brighter colors, more comfort in sunlight. It sits all connected. Now I want to address something else. People often tell me, Dr. Mandell, it sits too late for me. And I always say, if you stir breathing, it's not too late. Your cells are constantly turning over. Your body is constantly replacing old tissue with new tissue. The question is, what raw materials are you giving your body to build that new tissue? If you give it junk food, processed sugars, and damaged fats, your body will build with poor quality materials. But if you give it nutrient-rich, antioxidant-packed whole foods, your body will build stronger, healthier tissue. And yes, that includes the tissues in your eyes. We must also remember inflammation is the enemy of healthy vision. Inflammation damages the tiny capillaries in your eyes, it stresses the optic nerve, and it accelerates degeneration. But anti-inflammatory foods like berries, leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and certain dried fruits help calm that inflammation. They protect the retina from oxidative stress and slow down the aging process. I know, my friends, that many of you have been told to simply accept your vision problems, but acceptance does not mean surrender. Acceptance means we understand where we are now, and then we take steps to improve from there. It's never too late to change what you eat before bed, to add a handful of nutrient-rich dried fruits, to drink more water, to reduce sugar, to protect your eyes from harsh light. Each little choice adds up over time. I met seniors who thought they'd never read comfortably again until they gave their body what it was missing. I've seen people say, Dr. Mandell, the glare from headlights at night used to scare me, but now it sits much easier. These changes don't just happen overnight, but with consistency, you will notice them. And when you do, you'll realize your body was always capable of this. The message I want you to remember today is simple. Your eyes are alive. They're constantly repairing and regenerating. You can help them by giving them the right nutrition, reducing inflammation, and improving circulation. Age does not take away your ability to heal. It only makes it more important to make the right choices daily. So, my friends, never lose hope. Feed your eyes with purpose. Care for them like the treasures they are. And remember, your vision is not just about seeing the world, it's about experiencing life fully. Protect it, nurture it, and it will reward you for years to come. God bless you, my friends. I want to talk to you today about something that's not only delicious, but also one of the most natural ways to nourish and protect your vision, and that is the power of 4 very special dried fruits. Now you might be thinking, dried fruits, really? Can something so simple make that much of a difference? Yes, my friends, they absolutely can. When chosen correctly and eaten at the right time, these natural foods can deliver a concentrated burst of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants straight to your eyes. I want you to think about your eyes for a moment. They're not just seeing, they're working constantly from the moment you wake up until you close them at night. Every blink is like a windshield wiper on a car. Every focus adjustment is like zooming a camera lens in and out. And just like any hardworking machine, your eyes need maintenance. They need fuel. They need repair materials. That sits where these 4 dried fruits come in. The first is dried apricots. When you look at their beautiful orange color, that's not just for show. That's beta-carotene, a form of vitamin A that your body uses to keep your retina healthy. Vitamin A is the foundation for clear night vision, sharp day vision, and protection against dryness and irritation. When you eat a few dried apricots before bed, you're giving your eyes a nutrient bath that works while you sleep. Think of it as sending your eyes a repair crew with all the tools they need to fix minor damage from the day. The second is raisins. Now, raisins may look simple, but they are loaded with polyphenols and resveratrol, plant compounds that are like bodyguards for your blood vessels. Your eyes are fed by the tiniest capillaries in your entire body. If those capillaries get weak or clogged, the retina suffers. Raisins help protect those vessels, keeping the blood flowing freely so oxygen and nutrients can reach the delicate tissues inside your eyes. Better blood flow means better nourishment, better repair, and better defense against the gradual decline we often associate with aging. The third is dried figs. Figs are ancient food. People have been eating them for thousands of years for their healing benefits. They're packed with antioxidants, potassium, and magnesium. Why does that matter for your eyes? Because potassium helps regulate fluid balance in your cells, reducing pressure inside the eye, something that's very important for preventing glaucoma. Magnesium helps relax the tiny muscles in and around the eyes, easing strain. And the antioxidants in figs help neutralize those nasty free radicals that damage eye tissue and clog your vision over time. The fourth, and this one is a superstar, is goji berries. Goji berries have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries, specifically for vision health. Why? Because they are one of the richest sources of zeaxanthin, a carotenoid that concentrates right in the macula of your eye. The macula is the part of the retina that lets you see fine detail, reading words, recognizing faces, threading a needle. Zeaxanthin acts like a pair of internal sunglasses, protecting your macula from light damage and oxidative stress. And here's something amazing. Studies have shown that eating goji berries regularly can help slow or even prevent macular degeneration. A small handful before bed can be like a nightly insurance policy for your vision. Now, why am I talking about dried fruits instead of fresh ones? Because dried fruits are more concentrated. When you remove the water, what's left behind is a compact package of nutrients, like a multivitamin straight from nature. That means you can get a powerful dose of eye-protecting compounds without having to eat a huge volume of food. It's quick, it's easy, and it's convenient. No peeling, chopping, or cooking. Well, let's be clear. Not all dried fruits are created equal. I'm talking about pure, natural, unsweetened, unsulfured dried fruits. No added sugar. No candy coatings. No syrups. We want the fruit as close to its natural state as possible so that your body gets only the good stuff. And why before bed? Because at night, your body goes into repair mode. Your eyes are resting. They're not being bombarded by bright light or forced to constantly focus. This is when circulation improves to the retina, when antioxidant defenses go to work, when damaged cells get replaced with new ones. Feeding your eyes right before that process begins is like delivering fresh building materials to a construction site just before the workers arrive. When you combine these 4 dried fruits, dried apricots, raisins, figs, and goji berries, you're giving your eyes a full spectrum of support. You start hitting every angle. Vitamin A from apricots for the retina, polyphenols from raisins for blood vessels, minerals from figs for pressure control and muscle relaxation, zeaxanthin from goji berries for macular protection. And let me tell you something, when you make this a habit, your body notices. Over time, you may find your eyes feel less strained at night. You may notice colors look a little brighter, letters on a page a little sharper. You might even find that the glare from headlights isn't quite as blinding. These are subtle signs that your eyes are getting the care they deserve. Now, my friends, I'm not saying this is a magic cure. If you have serious vision problems, you should always be under the care of an eye specialist. But what I am saying is this: you have more power than you think. Every bite you take is a message to your body about how you want it to function. When you choose foods that heal, your body listens. Imagine a garden. If you water it, feed it, and protect it from weeds, it grows strong and beautiful. If you neglect it, it withers. Your eyes are the same way. These dried fruits are like the water and nutrients that keep your vision garden thriving. And the best part, they taste amazing. This is not a punishment diet, it's a pleasure. You can enjoy the sweetness of nature while doing something profoundly good for your health. And it only takes a few minutes before bed. So tonight, my friends, make yourself a little eye health mix. 3 dried apricots, about a small handful of raisins, 2 figs, a tablespoon of goji berries. Enjoy them slowly, chew them well, drink a glass of water with them, and then let your body go to work while you rest. Do this every night, not for a day, not for a week, but as a gift to yourself for the rest of your life, because your eyes, your precious eyes, are worth it. I want you to wake up each morning, open your eyes, and see the world with clarity, color, and gratitude. And I promise you the small, consistent choices you make today will shape the way you see tomorrow. Today I want to share with you why timing can be just as important as the foods you eat when it comes to protecting and restoring your vision. We often focus on what to eat, but we rarely think about when to eat it. And when it comes to your eyes, especially as we get older, that timing can make a world of difference. Your body has a natural rhythm. Every cell, every organ, every system works in cycles. Your eyes are no different. They have times when they're working hard and times when they're resting and repairing. When you understand those cycles, you can make choices that maximize healing. Think about your eyes during the day. From the moment you wake up, they're constantly processing light, adjusting focus, moving in tiny rapid motions so you can track objects. They're exposed to sunlight, artificial light, screens, dust, wind, and even microscopic particles in the air. That sits a lot of stress for such delicate organs. By the end of the day, they're tired, not just in the way your body feels tired, but physically worn down at the cellular level. Now here's the key. At night, your body shifts into repair mode. Your heart rate slows. Your breathing deepens. Your nervous system calms down. Circulation changes. Blood flows differently, more steadily to the brain and the eyes. This is when healing happens. This is when the tissues in your eyes start to replace damaged cells, clear away waste, and rebuild. But they can only do that if they have the raw materials they need, and that's where your evening nutrition comes in. When you eat nutrient-rich foods before bed, you're essentially delivering a fresh shipment of building supplies right before the repair crew gets to work. Those vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants are absorbed into your bloodstream and carried directly to the tissues that need them most. In the case of your eyes, that means the retina, the lens, the cornea, and all the tiny blood vessels and muscles that keep them functioning. This is why eating those 4 special dried fruits, dried apricots, raisins, figs, and goji berries before bed is so powerful. Not in the morning, not at lunch, but right before your body begins this nightly healing shift. At this time, the antioxidants can neutralize free radicals created during the day. The minerals can help relax the tiny muscles inside your eyes. The vitamins can nourish the retina and strengthen the blood vessels. And because your eyes aren't being bombarded by light at night, they can focus entirely on absorbing and using those nutrients without interference. That's a bit like repairing a road. You can patch potholes during rush hour, but it's much more effective to close the road at night when there's no traffic and work can happen quickly and safely. Your eyes are the same way. The traffic of light and constant movement slows down at night, creating the perfect environment for restoration. There's also another reason this bedtime habit is so valuable. Blood sugar stability plays a big role in eye health. When your blood sugar is too high, it can damage the delicate blood vessels in your eyes. When it's too low, it can strain your vision and cause blurriness. The natural sugars in dried fruits paired with their fiber provide a gentle, steady release of glucose into your bloodstream. This keeps your blood sugar stable overnight, protecting your eyes from harmful fluctuations while still providing them with the energy they need to repair. I know some of you may be thinking, but Dr. Mandell, one sit eating before bed caused weight gain. Here's the truth. If you're eating heavy, greasy, processed foods, then yes, late night eating can be harmful. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about a small, measured portion of natural, whole, nutrient-dense dried fruits. We're talking about something that not only won't harm you in moderation, but will actively feed your health. And remember, this is not about quick fixes. You won't wake up tomorrow morning with perfect vision just because you ate a few dried apricots and goji berries tonight. Healing is a process. Your body works in layers, repairing what it can each night. Over time, those small repairs add up to meaningful improvements. You might notice you can read longer without eye strain. You might notice less dryness or irritation. You might find that night driving feels safer and more comfortable. And these changes are the result of hundreds of tiny acts of healing happening night after night. There's also an emotional benefit to this bedtime practice. When you take a few minutes before bed to prepare and enjoy this little mix of fruits, you're telling yourself, my health matters, my vision matters. You're ending your day with an act of care and intention. That mindset alone, that awareness can motivate you to make better choices in other areas of your life. Let me share a simple image with you. Imagine your eyes as two precious gardens. During the day, the sun beats down, the wind blows, dust settles on the leaves. By evening, the plants are thirsty and tired. If you water them and give them fertilizer before nightfall, the garden will thrive by morning. If you neglect them, the plants will survive for a while, but they'll slowly weaken. Your eyes are the same. That watering and fertilizing is the nourishment you give them before bed. And please understand, even if you've been told that certain age-related changes are inevitable, science has shown us that the body, including the eyes, is incredibly adaptable. Your retina can develop new capillaries. Your lens can be protected from further clouding. Your macula can hold on to its density longer, but only if you give your body what it needs, and only if you give it the chance to use those nutrients at the most effective time. I've worked with many seniors who started this simple bedtime habit and later told me they noticed less morning eye discomfort, fewer headaches from eye strain, and a general improvement in how vibrant the world looked. And these were not people making drastic lifestyle changes. They were simply using timing to their advantage. So my friends, tonight before you turn out the lights, take a moment to think about your eyes. They've worked hard for you all day. They've allowed you to see loved ones' faces, read words, watch the beauty of a sunset. They've served you without complaint. Now give them something back. A few dried apricots, a handful of raisins, 2 figs, a tablespoon of goji berries. Chew them slowly. Let the flavors remind you that nature has provided everything you need to stay healthy. And then rest, knowing that while you sleep, your body is doing incredible work, repairing, restoring, and preparing you to greet the morning with clear, vibrant eyes. Remember, my friends, health is built in the quiet moments. It's not about big, flashy changes. It's about the little, consistent actions we take every single day. Your vision is worth protecting, and your body is ready to help you. All you have to do is give it the chance. Today I want to walk you through something very powerful. The specific nutrients your eyes absolutely love. The ones they crave every single day to stay sharp, focused, and clear. You've heard me say before that your eyes are living, breathing tissue. They're not just camera lenses sitting in your head. They are active, constantly working organs with blood flow, muscles, nerves, and specialized cells that need the right fuel to keep doing their job. Think of your eyes as a highly sensitive machine. If you put in poor quality fuel, the parts wear out faster. If you give them clean, high quality fuel, they run longer, smoother, and more efficiently. And the fuel for your eyes comes from nutrients, real natural nutrients found in wholesome foods. One of the most important of these is beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A. Vitamin A is like the foundation of your eye health. It keeps the surface of your eyes moist and protected. It helps your retina capture light, and it's essential for night vision. Without enough vitamin A, your eyes can become dry, irritated, and strained. This is why foods like dried apricots are so powerful. They're little orange packages loaded with beta-carotene, just waiting to nourish your vision. Next, we have polyphenols and resveratrol, plant compounds that protect your tiny blood vessels. Your eyes depend on a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients carried through delicate capillaries. If those vessels become weak, brittle, or clogged, your eyes simply can't get the nourishment they need. Polyphenols strengthen the walls of those vessels and improve blood flow. Resveratrol, found abundantly in raisins, helps protect the vessels from oxidative damage and inflammation. Better circulation means your retina gets more oxygen, your lens stays clearer, and your overall vision stays healthier for longer. Then we have potassium and magnesium, which play an unsung but critical role in eye health. Potassium helps maintain the right balance of fluids in and around your eye. When fluid pressure inside the eye gets too high, it can damage the optic nerve. This is what happens in glaucoma. By keeping that fluid balance in check, potassium helps protect you from that risk. Magnesium, on the other hand, is like nature's muscle relaxer. It helps the tiny focusing muscles in your eyes work without strain. This means less fatigue when you're reading, driving, or using the computer. Dried fig is a fantastic natural source of both potassium and magnesium, along with powerful antioxidants that neutralize free radicals before they can damage your eye tissues. And then, my friends, there's zeaxanthin, one of the most important nutrients you can possibly give your eyes. Zeaxanthin is a carotenoid like beta-carotene, but it has a very special job. It concentrates directly in the macula, the small but incredibly important part of your retina responsible for sharp central vision. If you've ever heard of macular degeneration, you know how devastating it can be to lose that central vision. Zeaxanthin acts like an internal pair of sunglasses, filtering harmful high-energy light before it can damage the sensitive cells in your macula. And the best natural source of zeaxanthin, goji berries. For thousands of years, goji berries have been used in traditional medicine to protect and restore eyesight, and now modern science is confirming exactly why they work. Let's not forget antioxidants in general. Your eyes are constantly exposed to light and oxygen, and that combination, while necessary for vision, also creates oxidative stress. This stress leads to the formation of free radicals, unstable molecules that damage proteins, fats, and DNA in your eye cells. Over time, this damage contributes to cataracts, macular degeneration, and general vision loss. Antioxidants found in all four of these dried fruits act as shields. They neutralize free radicals before they can cause harm, allowing your eyes to stay healthier and younger for longer. Now here's something many people overlook. Your eyes are part of your nervous system. The optic nerve is literally a bundle of nerve fibers that sends visual information to your brain. To keep that nerve healthy, your body needs B vitamins, particularly B2 riboflavin and B6, as well as folate. These help your nerve cells produce energy efficiently, and they reduce levels of homocysteine, a compound that can damage blood vessels. Some dried fruits, especially figs and raisins, provide these in small but meaningful amounts, especially when eaten regularly. There's also vitamin C and vitamin E, a team that works beautifully together. Vitamin C helps your body build collagen, the protein that gives structure to your cornea and the tiny blood vessels in your eyes. It also helps regenerate vitamin E, which protects the fatty membranes of your cells from damage. A deficiency in either one can leave your eyes more vulnerable to oxidative stress and injury. While fresh fruits and vegetables are great sources, dried fruits still retain a significant amount of these vitamins, and because you're eating them in concentrated form, you can get more in a smaller serving. And finally, there's zinc. Zinc is like the delivery truck for vitamin A. It helps transport vitamin A from your liver to your retina so it can make the pigment melanin, which protects your eyes. Without enough zinc, even if you're eating a lot of vitamin A, your eyes can't fully benefit from it. Certain dried fruits, particularly figs and goji berries, contain zinc along with other minerals that work in harmony to support overall eye function. When you combine these nutrients, beta-carotene, polyphenols, resveratrol, potassium, magnesium, zeaxanthin, antioxidants, B vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin E, and zinc, you're creating a nutrient shield around your eyes. You're supporting every layer of your vision system, from the lens to the retina to the optic nerve. You're protecting the blood vessels that feed your eyes, the muscles that focus them, and the delicate tissues that capture and process light. And here's what's truly beautiful. These nutrients don't just work in isolation. They work together, amplifying each other's effects. For example, vitamin C helps regenerate vitamin E, which protects fatty tissues in the retina. Polyphenols protect blood vessels, so nutrients like zeaxanthin can be delivered more effectively. Magnesium relaxes muscles, allowing better circulation so antioxidants can reach every cell. It's a perfect symphony of healing, and nature has already composed the music. All you have to do is eat it. This is why I love the combination of dried apricots, raisins, figs, and goji berries. Each one brings something unique to the table, but together they form a complete vision support package. It's not about taking a dozen pills or relying solely on synthetic supplements. It's about using whole foods in their natural form, the way our bodies were designed to use them. So my friends, when you choose these foods, when you eat them with intention and consistency, you're not just having a snack. You start fueling your vision. You start telling your eyes, I care about you. I want you to stay strong. And over time, that care pays off. Your eyes feel less strained. Your vision stays clearer. You preserve the gift of sight for as long as possible. I want you to remember the nutrients your eyes need are not exotic, expensive, or hard to find. They're right there in front of you in simple, natural foods that taste wonderful. All it takes is a decision to make them a part of your daily life. Your eyes will thank you every single day. Today I want to talk to you about something that might be the most important part of all when it comes to your vision, and that's consistency. You see, it's not just about knowing what's good for your eyes. It's just not even just about doing it once or twice. The real magic, the real transformation comes from making healthy habits a part of your daily life. I've met so many people who try something for a few days, maybe a week, and then say, well, I didn't notice much change. And I understand that frustration. We live in a world that trains us to want instant results. But your body doesn't work that way. Healing, repairing, and strengthening take time. The changes in your eyes, both the good and the bad, don't happen overnight. They're the result of months, years, even decades of habits. And that means improvement comes from consistent care over time too. Think of it like growing a tree. If you water it once and then forget about it for 3 months, it's going to wither. But if you water it every day, give it sunlight and protect it from harsh winds, it grows tall and strong. Your eyes are no different. Every day you feed them the right nutrients, you're strengthening their ability to see clearly and resist damage. Skip too many days and you're missing opportunities for repair. When I talk about eating dried apricots, raisins, figs, and goji berries before bed, I'm not talking about a one-time superfood trick. I'm talking about a long-term commitment to nourishing your eyes every single night. Why? Because the benefits of these nutrients are cumulative. The vitamin A from apricots builds up in your system, supporting your retina over time. The polyphenols and resveratrol in raisins keep your blood vessels strong day after day. The potassium and magnesium from figs maintain healthy pressure in your eyes and relax the tiny muscles that focus your vision. The zeaxanthin in goji berries slowly fortifies your macula against light damage. These are not quick fixes, they're steady investments in your long-term vision health. I've seen the difference consistency makes. I've worked with people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s who decided to stick with a daily eye-nourishing routine. At first they didn't notice much, but after a few months they began to realize that reading felt easier, glare bothered them less, and their eyes didn't get tired as quickly. Their improvement wasn't the result of some overnight miracle, it was the result of small repeated actions that built on each other over time. Consistency also trains your body to expect and use nutrients more efficiently. When your system gets a steady supply of certain vitamins and minerals, it adapts by improving the way it absorbs and stores them. That means your eyes get even more benefit from the same food simply because you've been giving them regularly. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger and more responsive it becomes. And here's something else. Consistency builds discipline, and discipline builds trust in yourself. When you commit to something and follow through, you prove to yourself that you can take care of your health. That confidence spreads into other areas of your life. You start making better choices with your meals, your exercise, your sleep, and all those improvements work together to protect your vision even more. I know life gets busy. Some nights you're tired, some nights you forget, some nights you think, once that matter if I skip just this once. But I'm telling you, it does matter. It matters because skipping once makes it easier to skip again. It matters because your body works best when it has a steady flow of nutrients, not random bursts followed by long gaps. And it matters because every single night is an opportunity for healing. Why would we throw that opportunity away? Here's just a way to make it easier. Don't let us leave it to chance. Set aside your dried apricots, raisins, figs, and goji berries in a small container in the morning so they're ready for you at night. Keep that container where you'll see it before bed, maybe by your nightstand or next to your evening tea. Turn it into a ritual. Take those few minutes to enjoy the sweetness, chew slowly, drink your glass of water, and feel gratitude for the gift of sight you're protecting. And I want you to remember this, vision loss is not always sudden. It's often gradual, so slow that you barely notice it until one day you realize something has changed. That's why consistency is so important. You're not just responding to problems when they appear, you're preventing them before they start. You're building a foundation for your future eyesight right now, even if you can't see the results yet. Think of it like maintaining your car. You don't wait until the engine breaks down to change the oil. You keep it in good condition so it keeps running smoothly for years. Your eyes deserve that same proactive care. Don't wait for a diagnosis to start nourishing them. Start now and keep going. The beautiful part is, once this habit becomes part of your life, it won't feel like work. It'll just be what you do, a natural, automatic act of self-care. And over time, you'll still be able to look back and say, I'm so glad I started when I did. I've had people tell me, Dr. Mandell, I wish I had started taking care of my eyes years ago. But you know what I tell them? The best time to start was years ago. The second best time is right now, because every day you wait is a day you miss, but every day you act is a day you gain. Your eyes are with you for a lifetime. They're your windows to the world, to the faces you love, to the beauty around you. They let you read, drive, create, and experience life in ways that are priceless. Why wouldn't you want to protect them with the same care and devotion you give to the most valuable things in your life? So my friends, be consistent. Make it part of your identity. I sip someone who cares for my vision every day. And when the years go by and you're still enjoying the gift of clear sight, you'll know it wasn't luck. It was your choice, your commitment. Your daily act of love for yourself. Start tonight. Don't not shook, just try it, commit to it. Because your eyes will reward you, not in a day, not in a week, but over a lifetime. And that, my friends, is worth every single bite.